going on, guys? David Falla here, and today we're gonna learn how to change the blade on the Oster Fast Feed. So I recently purchased an Oster Fast Feed. This is one of the first clippers that I ever owned, and actually is a very good clipper. I actually missed it, and you know, I decided to get a new one. I like the new design, which is blue, so I think it's pretty cool. So what I did, I decided to purchase one, and actually I'm gonna show you guys how to zero gap the actual blade, because it doesn't come zero gap, so you're gonna have problems taking out the lines if you don't zero gap it. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna change the blade. We're gonna change it for a ceramic blade, which is gonna run a little smoother, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that.
So all we're gonna need for this tutorial, it's gonna be obviously the clipper. We're gonna need a ceramic blade. It can be the metal one, I just prefer the ceramic. We're gonna need sandpaper, and we're gonna need a screwdriver. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the two screws from the top. Just make sure you don't lose them. I tend to lose them every time I switch the clippers. I'm always like kind of looking for them. Just make sure you put them in a place where you're not gonna lose them. It's very easy to lose things like that, you know. Especially this machine has a little bar that for whatever reason that thing just goes all over the place. Just make sure you take care. You need that little bar for the blade to actually move correctly, so just make sure you don't lose it. Obviously if you use the machine before, this is a great opportunity to clean it. Just make sure you remove all the hair and disinfect everything, just to kind of start all over, and you have like a pretty much you're gonna have like a brand new clipper. To disinfect, I use Cool Care. Doesn't matter the brand, any Cool Care to disinfect will work. Just make sure that obviously after you apply Cool Care, it's a good idea to apply oil. I feel the Cool Care kind of dries the oil very quickly, so if you use oil after, the blades are going to move better, faster, and stronger. After you have removed everything, all you're going to do is use your fingers or a screwdriver or something to push the little part to forward. Okay, this is just going to make the blade kind of fall like a little bit closer to the top blade, so it's gonna be like a zero gap. So I mean, using a screwdriver, you can use your hands. You just gotta push it forward. It's just a little piece of metal. You just gotta push it forward a little bit. You don't want to bend it too much, just a tiny bit. For this tutorial, I'm gonna use a ceramic blade by Andes. You know, the ceramic blades that come in the detachable blades, the cutting blade. That's what we're gonna use. It doesn't have to be ceramic. It could be the regular metal one. I just like ceramic. I think they run more quiet, more smoother, and they don't get warm as quicker as the metal one. So that's the whole reason why I use them. You don't have to, how I said. They're a little more money, like $1 or $2 more, but I think they're worth it. I like them. All my detachables are ceramic, and this is the same paper that you need. I used the 150. I don't know if that makes a difference. Like a medium, all you're gonna do is kind of use the same paper to sand down like a little bit of the plastic of the clipper. So it doesn't really. I don't think it makes a difference. This is what I got. I mean, I did my research online, and that's what I found that it was best for it. I know there was a barber that made a tutorial about this years ago. I remember seeing it years ago, and he used some type of sandpaper. I don't know what type of paper it was, but this is what I found that, you know, doing my research. So pretty much all you gotta do is, like how you can see, just sandpaper the sides. Sometimes now with all the machines, sometimes, but with this one, for example, like the cutting blade starts hitting that part of the plastic, and it doesn't let it kind of move the right way. So if you kind of send that down a little bit, it's gonna free up some space for the blade, and then the blade's gonna run like smoother. How you guys can see, the replacement blade is a little longer than the blade that comes from the clipper. That's the reason why you can zero gap the clipper with that, because it's actually longer. You know, that's the whole reason. I mean, I'm not sure there's another way to do it with the blade that comes with the clipper, but I feel it's just easier just to switch the blades for a one that is longer, and it's gonna be zero gap, and it's gonna be fine, you know. So yeah, just don't forget the little bar. That little bar, I'm telling you, many people forget it. Sometimes I forget it, and then I have to take all the screws out and all that stuff, and then put the bar back. So don't forget to put the little bar, and just look how the now there's like a little gap between the cutting blade and the plastic of the clipper. That's what allows the blade to move freely. So that's very important for you to do. Some barbers don't do it, and they said that it works, the machines work fine. For me, I have to do this because I can feel that the blade doesn't have the power to move how it should. And after doing this, I can see the blade moving like freely with the power that it should have. So I mean, that's just me. You don't have to, but I like doing that. When you're done, just assemble everything back. You don't have to screw the screws completely because we still have to make sure that the blades are even. So what I do is I use a hard surface and I push against a hard surface with the lever up or closed, and then as soon as I see both sides on the blades are even, then I screw everything all the way like completely. So just make sure you know the cutting blade, it's zero gap, but it's not out of the top one, you know, so you don't see any teeth out, because this is going to cut people, and then or you're going to leave marks on their neck or on your head, or you know, every time you try to like take out like a skin line. So just, you know, this is very important. As you guys can see, it's completely zero gap. This will take out any line that you make with anything. So that's how you zero gap the fast feeds. Just make sure you add oil after, and just make sure when you turn it on you don't hear any sounds. It shouldn't have any weird sounds or anything like that. It should run just like it was like the regular blade that comes with it. That's all.
And that's the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed and actually learned something from it. These machines are great. These clippers are great. Every time I have clients asking me, or anybody online that asks questions about like what clippers should they get for us, the first clipper ever, I think this is great. Also the World Seniors or the Andes Masters, they're all great. Just like this one, I don't know, for whatever reason the Oster Fast Feed just feels great on my hand, and that's what you know, I miss this clipper. You guys gonna start seeing a lot of more tutorials using this clipper, and I mean other clippers. The reason why I always do different videos with different clippers, because they have different subscribers that have different machines. So I want to make sure that I cover all the machines that there is, so you guys can see that it's not the machine, it's just the technique what matters. Well, that's for another video. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Thank you. I'll see you in the next one.